I think the auction culture, I think I mentioned this, that's been a shift anyway. That's coming more and more, just as breeders do have headaches of keeping a lot of people happy. There's only so many fish. There's only so many of the really good fish, and always more people that want them. So they have to find mechanisms to deal with that without pissing everybody off. That's just a reality of business for them. I've had the same issues myself. You know, there's only ever so much that good stuff that you know everybody wants. When I get a batch of tanchos, for example, you know, I get 40 tanchos. I've got 60 customers who want them. What do I do in that instance? You know, because the minute I just let one person come and take their pick first, everyone else after it's just pissed off. So I think that's why you might see the auctions and different mechanisms, even behind the scenes, more mechanisms that a lot of you guys don't see. WhatsApp sales, blind bidding for fish and stuff like that, all becoming more prevalent. But I see that as a peacekeeping mechanism more than anything. If we look at Dainichi, Sakai with the auctions, from a sort of business perspective, they make sense. It's better to let the people decide the price. I once sat with one of the main staff at Dainichi, and he just basically said, honestly, the auctions are the best places, because if you try and get Shigeru pondside and buy fish, he'll have you. Right. And that's it. You've got a guy there who obviously clearly knows what he can get for stuff. He's got more money than anybody needs, and generally doesn't give a shit. That's his attitude. So when you're there one-on-one, it's a different game, and you can probably snatch some better deals in the auctions, in all honesty.
Right.
So we will get back out there, though. That is coming. Japan just needs to open its borders back up.
Like for this year, I decided I wasn't going to buy any fish this year.
Yeah.
But I'd hung my nose over a few. But with the auctions, you're against the world. So it's like, who's going to pay the most? Them some of the lads from Asia, and that they've got deep pockets.
Yeah.
And if it's any good, they're buying it.
I mean, it's just where people see value, and this is not just all of a sudden we're just getting to see more of it because it's in auctions that more people can access. This is no different. You know, I have sat the last Dainichi auction I was sat in was an eye opener, because we can hear stories of fish going for X amount of thousands of pounds, and you can probably question, is it real? Is it really happening all that much? My God, so we were sat there, everybody who's anybody in the koi world sat at a Dainichi auction, and you got some of the big players, Max Koi Farm, Singapore, and Maru, who's one of the agents who's got a lot of big Chinese customers. And these guys, I mean, it's just insane. So how it played out, we're watching two fish. I remember it now. It was a 2-year Sankey at Dainichi that by Sanzai, I actually saw it in the fish house, and I think it was bent. But that aside, the bidding went on here. It ended up with just these two in the end. Bid, and it just kept going. That fish got up to nearly 70 grand.
Yeah.
In sterling for a 2-year Sankey. It wasn't spectacular. It was very nice, but it wasn't spectacular. And that's where that got to. So, and in the end, it took one of them to stand up and say, you take this one. We can see what's happening here. Several fish down the line, another one crops up. I think it was a shower at that point. It ends up with them two again. They literally let it get to a certain price, which was similar to the other one, the Sankey, and the other guy, I think it was Max that second time, turned around and said, go on, you take that one. You know, that's best parts of 140 G's there in 2-year-old fish.
You know, you could come out in the morning and it's brown bread.
Yeah, but it's happened so much more. Then you get other elements thrown into the mix. You got to remember, I've known when I've been in them Dainichi auction rooms when Narita's bidding. It was the last Dainichi Toyota auction. I wanted a few pieces. I really done my own work on. Thought I want these, and I was just going tit for tat, bid. I thought, who the fucking hell? Honestly, who is on the other side of this? Because this is just ridiculous. Bid, and in end, I gave up. I just thought this is just getting silly. And sure enough, about an hour later, saw him posted up on Narita's Facebook page. Because his attitude, I mean, the guy calls himself number one koi. He has got a killer attitude. When he's in the physical auctions and he puts his hand up, I can guarantee it's not going down. I guarantee you, because his reputation's at stake as well.
So what you're saying then is you think the auctions are here to stay, but there will be people going back out there and being able to do it a little bit more the old school way.
Yeah,
you don't think that's finished?
No, I'm itching to get there. I was supposed to. At the minute, you can get with a visa. It's just the application for it and everything's quite drawn out. I had all mine set. I was supposed to be going sort of, I think it was April, but sort of work got in the way of it all. So we are at that point, and you will see a lot more dealers return this autumn. That I can guarantee you. Whether or not hobbyists can get, I don't know. Because if the visa process is there, it's unlikely you'll see too many hobbyists because there's a lot of work involved in all that. Just alone, it's too busy. It's down to the embassy in London.
Yeah.
You know, which is going to be it's a lot of effort for people that. So yeah, it's not far off, but obviously Japan as a nation, very skeptical people, and the pandemic is still quite frightening the life out of them, to be honest with you.